Hey there, everybody! Seth here with the Super Boss, super amazing Tau showcase and release. That's it, that's the intro. Let's just get this over with. I'm so fucking done with this character. I just want it to be over. Okay, so Tau. Obviously, as with the rest of the super bosses, she's got extra HP, 8,000, so that puts her at about 18,000. She's one of the squishier, more fragile ones. Even though she has the same amount of HP as Unlimited Tager, but that's irrelevant. She is also, as you can see, fast as fuck.
What's the matter?
Not as fast as she used to be, as in, like, when I made videos of her a while ago, before the more recent ones, because that was a little, too fast to be reliably controllable, but she's still very, very, very quick, as you can see. Very mobile, fitting her character and her kit.
What's the matter?
Just be obnoxious and unhittable as much as possible. She's got 4 jumps and 3 air dashes. Her crawl speed is 3 times as fast. She actually crawls as fast as she walks. So that's fun. Her super jump height has also been increased. She goes high up in the air. Dive back down or something afterwards. Almost Becoming 2 is permanently active, as you can see. Now, I imagine you're already shaking in your boots just at that, because, yeah. And I was kind of scared about how this would go, too. It's probably way worse than I'm aware of, but, you know, fuck it. She's just like this for right now. And not only is it permanently active, but normally when her Overdrive is active, in Chrono Phantasma, I think, I know definitely in this game, but probably in Chrono Phantasma too, when Almost Becoming 2 is active in general, normally, she actually gets a 30% damage reduction. And, yeah, she doesn't have that damage reduction here. She does full damage. There's nothing anyone can do about it. It's just how it is. What else? She can cancel any grounded normal into backdash on blocker hits.
What's the matter?
Oh, it does work. Cool. Yeah, she can backdash cancel any normal. Not something you'll probably consciously use a lot of the time, but you know, I figured if Neko Art can fucking do it, Tao's basically a joke character too. Let's just steal shit from her. Works for me. Oh, right. Crawl also has additional invincibility. This avoids anything that isn't a low or a foot attribute attack. So that means... Oh god, does that mean she can do this? Dude, Rachel, you're fucking trash. Get shit on. Okay. Speaking of her taunt that I just showed off, I, buffed her taunt, actually. She does a lot of punches really fast, like some of her, like she does in some of the arcade mode cutscenes, so. Does about 1,000 damage, but, in addition to dealing like 1,000 damage raw, the taunt has 101 paration too, meaning it upscales combo damage if you somehow combo into the taunt. Which I am probably not going to be able to do on short notice, but if you combo into the taunt, and then you can actually also cancel into supers. You can do taunt and then super for big damage. You can even cancel it into the astral. The astral will only connect, I think, if either Tau or the opponent is in the corner. Oh shit, hold on. Shit, yeah, they gotta be, like, really close to her for the astral, actually. Because travel distance. So, don't try going to do that when they're in the corner, because you gotta go back full screen and dive back in, and it's not enough hits done. Oh, God, okay, I know I'm really... I need to sound a little more interested in this. I am admittedly tired right now, and I don't feel like recording this at the moment, but I need to get it done. Okay, let's see if I can put on a little more enthusiasm at least. I'll pull it from the depths of my soul. Okay. Holy shit, what the fuck is this? I don't remember doing this part. Okay, apparently all of her throws are considered command grabs and have noticeably more range. So that means you can't tech them unless it's a purple grab. You can tech it if it's a purple grab. But otherwise, as you can see, there's no, like, time frame to tech her grab, so you just have to eat them. They have noticeably more range. Oh, right, because I mean, look how far she lunges forward to, like, grab you. Hell, I should probably buff it even further. No, I'm not buffing any further. Fuck that. But she should have a little more throw range. On top of that. Her forward throw is her old back throw. The only reason I changed that is literally... Oh, it recovers quicker with better paration too, so it scales better. It's a better combo starter. Forward throws her old back throw, and literally the only reason I changed that is because I just don't like her forward throw animation. That's literally it. That's all. There's no other elaborate reason for it. Oh, and also if you, you can actually negate the side switch if you do... If you do... 6B, and you can do dumb shit after that. So if you don't want to side swap off your forward throw, just 6B, other crazy bullshit. Simple enough. Her backward and air throw are now this fucking abominable monstrosity. Yes, that did just do 7,000 damage and sent the opponent to the moon. That's because back and air throw are now refined to the disgustingly broken Ultra Suplex, used by the second most overpowered boss character of all time, Boss Margaret from Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, the bane of my existence. Both the throws, obviously, of course, do 7,000 damage, but also for additional comedic effect, they're actually counted as Distortion Drive, so if you kill someone with it, it's a Distortion finish. Because why not? Now, obviously, as you have probably noticed, they can tech immediately after the moon launch here, and I copied everything exactly from Margaret and Ultimax, so this is all downsides that move has too. They can tech after the launch, and the Paration 2 is like 10 anyways. Yeah, literally 10. So the combo damage after this would be abysmal anyways, even if you could follow up off of it. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that. Okay, Guard Crush takes much less time to full charge. It's not fully charged by default, really? I'm gonna crack you lower, you smoking stuff. Oh, it has 100 Paration 2 with high chip and barrier damage, though. And, the full charge makes it unblockable without barrier. It makes the Paration even dumber, apparently. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to use this. But, you know, maybe someone will. I guess that worked for some reason. Alright, universal bullshit out of the way, into normal changes. Her 5A has been sped up all around. That's because normally it's slower than everyone else's, which is kind of whack, so I made it as fast as a typical 5A. And 5B has had its attack level up to 3 to match most other characters' 5B in a similar fashion. Also, it causes stagger on grounded counter hit because she's basically kicking you in the balls. Oh, except it gets ruined because the after image will hit afterwards. That's kind of lame. Oh well, it's still funny for like the frames you can see it, I guess. Very unfortunate. Yeah, the after image, that's one bad thing about having almost becoming too active. It fucked up a kind of a lot of things I wanted to do with her, because the after image hit would kick in afterwards and like screw up whatever special hit effect I had active. So that also comes into play in another normal soon enough that we'll talk about in a second. Her 2A has its recovery slightly reduced to a lesser extent than 5A. So it's not as fast to recover, but it's still faster than normal. 2B! This is now a really obnoxious slide with 50% more range and less recovery. It's also invincible to head and body attack if the Tau starts moving forward until she recovers. So you can't quite crawl under Tempest Dahlia with this, but you can probably do some other dumb shit with it. Yeah, so you eat shit there, but you can like slide into people from like half screen away. Well, almost half screen away. 6A knocks the opponent up like Ragna's 6A. And it's completely air... Does it go through air barrier? Oh, that's fucking nasty, dude. That probably won't be extremely abusable. 6B, Paration 1 increased from 80 to 90, making it a better combo starter. The bonus Paration has been increased to 120 for using it the first time in your combo, so you get more off that too. So, like, try and do 6B in your combo for the bonus Paration. It's low invincible now. The low invincibility now starts at frame 1, so if someone tries to, like, mash 2A on their get-up, you can just 6B over them. And, also has added throw invincibility, so if they try to wake up throw you as well, just 6B over them. And, it always hits like it's on counter hit, so it always, like, forces I don't know, it has more hits, I don't know. I completely forgot what that is. 6C, bonus Paration for the first use in a combo is increased to 120 like 6B's is, and now has guard point to body and projectile attacks once Tao's hands are out until she recovers, so this will... She'll armor stuff when she throws her hands out there, which... Yeah, like that. Perfect. Lets you do stuff like that, and then beast on them afterwards.
What's the matter?
5C, 2C, and JC are all chargeable, just like 5C, as you probably already kind of guessed because her Unlimited can do that. And they all have different effects when they're fully charged. All fully charged C normals are Fatal Counter on hits, regardless of whether or not it is in fact a counter hit. This includes chaining them together as well, so you can chain all... It is possible to chain all 4 of them in succession to get 4 double Fatal Counters, because the after image will Fatal Counter too, as you notice. Which is extremely jank, but we just go with it. Shit. Well, you can run up and do 6C afterwards. In any case, fully charged 5C lifts the opponent off the ground. Like so. Fully charged 2C forces the opponent into a grounded stagger while lightly pulling up them, pulling them towards her a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Full charge JC ground slides. And full charge 6C is attack level 5, has 120 Paration 1, making it a very good combo starter, and it also guard crushes. Or, I guess it's unblockable, because if it guard crushes you, then the after image will hit you afterwards. Let's see... Wall bounces the opponent back to Tao on hit. Making it very easy to do that. 3C deals a hard knockdown now and can cancel into Cat Spear Encore on hit or block. That move. Well, probably do it before the third hit sweep. If the move whiffs, Tao will also not do the final leg sweep. She'll just do she'll just do her paw swipes without whiffing the kick at the end because that has the most recovery on it. And the final sweep will no longer send the opponent flying 60 miles away and doesn't have your after image hit because it fucked with the knockdown. So that's what I was talking about when I said the 5B stagger got messed with, but in this case I just simply removed the after image hit because having the knockdown is a lot more practical than having the extra hit from the after image, send them away and give you like no follow-up, so... At least here you can like knock them down, set up the bowling ball, or knock them down, encore, more bullshit afterwards. Just generally better not have the after image hit on the final kick there. JB has its air impeccable time doubled. J2B now hits overhead. And JC also has its air impeccable time doubled. That's pretty much it for her air doubles. Dancing Edge / D normals except for 4D. Oh boy, this is the brunt of the bullshit with Tao here. Once more taken from her Unlimited, but also refined to be even more obnoxious potentially. All of her D normals except for 4D, i.e. this one right here, are slightly slower, but they do 3,000 damage on hit. Not counting the additional hit the after image can land afterwards. Like so. 3,000 base damage with massively increased hit stop and additional air impeccable time. Basically, it's a medium between normal drives and her Unlimited drives.
What's the matter?
The Paration 1 on them has been upgraded from 80 to 90, and all of the Dancing Edge attacks can be jump cancelled as well. The forward and backward rebound flips after connecting them at all on hit or block also have, I think, halved recovery? Let me see. They are faster, and they go to the normal fall state, allowing for faster air normals afterwards. So, in some cases, I imagine at high enough heights, you can do stuff like, well, like that, essentially. That works? Holy shit, okay. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Most drive attacks will also autocorrect to face the opponent before they start moving forward, so if you do jump over them by chance, Tao will turn around and try and face them. Luckily. You don't gotta worry about that. The drive feints and cancels will also recover quicker, which I mean, by that I mean A follow-up, B follow-up, and C follow-up. Did I just do? Hold on, did I do? That was interesting. 5D and JD launch the victim a little higher on hit. Like so. 4D, and this is the outlier of all these attacks, but 4D has been changed to be on hit. It is a mini 214-214C super. Basically the non-unlimited, non-overdrive version of the super, just on command as a grounded command grab. Works the same way. It doesn't hit airborne opponents though, so it can only hit grounded opponents, and those that are crouching, so don't make them crouch with this or... Oh, I guess you can make them crouch with 6B and then reset them with it. You can combo afterwards, but it's not the easiest. Yeah, you can do it, though. Aerial 4D can hit non-airborne opponents, so you can just jump on top of them and do this. The follow-up dive after was made a little slower so that she follows up more consistently after hitting that straight down dive from anywhere. But luckily, since they move with jump cancelable anyways, on the first hit, that even if they block it, you can just jump cancel to stay safe afterwards, I believe. Yeah, so if they block the first hit, just jump cancel, you won't be locked into the second upward dive there, it's guaranteed to whiff. But otherwise... Shit. I'm not sure how you follow up off that. Let's see. Ground bounces on any hit and launches higher with said ground bounce. Alright, normal changes are over. Now we're on to specials. How are we doing on time, Seth? This is gonna be the biggest showcase speedrun in the history of my fucking showcase videos. Alright, specials. 236A does 50% more damage with less pushback, so they get stuck in the vortex for longer and more hits can be landed while holding the button down. It also has much more chip damage if it's not barrier blocked, and can cancel into Cat Spirit C on hit. Like so. The air attackable time is also increased by 50%. Cat Spirit Encore pulls the victim closer to Tao and restands into extended crouching hit stun. Even on aerial opponents, so if you do sweep with 3C, they'll be restood into crouching hit stun. Encore's attack level 4 from 3 with 90 duration 1 instead of 80. The recovery is reduced as well to allow you to follow up better off of it. Cat Spirit 2 or J236B has more air technical time, making it easier to land all the hits while airborne. The final hit has 120 bonus duration, even more air and technical time, and a stronger / longer wall bounce / wall stick. So... very easy to get that 5th hit now. You can literally just 6A into it. Shit. You get the idea. J214B is Cat Spirit 2 Beta, i.e. her old version that she had in Calamity Trigger. Brought back its own thing like her unlimited version does. The attack level is now 3 instead of 1, apparently. The fact that 1 is kind of criminal. The 5th hit now also is special, just like Cat Spirit 2's, the new one. The 5th hit is a powerful spike / ground bounce which also has 120 bonus duration. Like so. You can also hold B, just like the new version, to have Tao keep swiping, instead of having to mash it constantly. Okay, screw this, having a Pepsi need to wake my sorry ass up a bit. Okay, now armed with the power of caffeine, we can continue. The next move to talk about is Cat Spirit 3, 236C. This is now attack level 4, and the downward swings are overheads again, so block those high, and they force crouching ungrounded opponents, although the pushback is still disgusting. Paration 2 reduction on the second hit removed, because the upward swipe has less Paration 2. I have removed that, so it scales better. The horizontal pushback is reduced. Really? The horizontal pushback is reduced, and it still fucking sends him like 60 miles away. That's interesting. Air and technical time is increased 50%, so when you launch, you have more time to capitalize on said launch. Fully charged 2-360 is attack level 5, has even less pushback, guard crushes, can fatal counter, and does an extra 400 damage with 120 bonus inspiration. It's pretty beastly. I think also if you... Never mind. I can just jump into charge JC, which I think you can, but I'm not 100% sure on, I guess. 2-2C, attack level set to 4 from 2, and can destroy most projectiles. Indeed, that includes doing dumb shit like this. Because I love trolling the shit out of Rachel. Now has 110 bonus inspiration. God, I gave a lot of dumb shit bonus inspiration on Tao here, like, good god. It's also head and projectile invincible until recovery, so it's a good anti-air to just throw out, too. Kitty Litter Special, or Projectile Toss, has been changed to its old command of 2-1-4. So, no more stupid half circle back. You can just do a nice quarter circle back to throw shit at people. Nice and easy. I'm not sure why they changed it in the later games. It was disgusting, but yeah, it's a less pain in the ass to use now. You can now also, if you want to, I don't know why I let her do this, but you can also cancel the A version into the B version to throw twice as much shit at people. Can throw either 1 giant Kaka kitten or 3 of any of the below listed items unless specified. All items can be thrown from either version except for bombs and baseball. And indeed, to make her sort of more like Faust and Teddy, I tried to give, a decent item pool where everything does something or another. It's not as varied or wacky as Faust or Teddy, unfortunately, but I tried. She can't throw all of her old items, but the ones she can throw, basically, they have been buffed to do special stuff. So, the Big Kitten, the singular Big Kitten, has very high base damage of 1500 and it's attack level 5. It's also projectile level 2, which lets it blow through most other normal projectiles. The Fish... Poison on hit. That's literally it. The hammer. Oh, well. The bombs toss 5 bombs instead of 3, and it only comes from the A version. The hammer does high barrier and chip damage with double hit stun. Oh boy. We'll get to that one in a second. The baseball does spin state on hit. Isn't it supposed to come back? Oh, it only comes back around on whiff. I forgot about that. And, it has great paration, but it only comes from the beaver. Dude, that bomb has a 10% chance of getting thrown. I literally just chucked 3 of them within, like, the last 5 tosses. That's ridiculous. That is some absurdly good RNG. Okay. The pillow bounces for a second time for a total of 3 hits. Oh, no! Okay, fuck it, fine. The massive bomb is basically a miniature nuke, and it can come from either toss. It's an obnoxious, unblockable explosion that deals 4,000 damage and launches the opponent high into the air. And it explodes upon landing. It's the rarest item, like I said, a 10% chance of throwing these fucking things, but it just keeps giving them to me right now for some reason. I'm trying to show you guys literally every other item she can toss. There's the fucking pillow bounces. Holy shit, dude. Okay. As for the C version, the bowling ball is now projectile level 2 and can, of course, like the unlimited version, hit any number of times until it rolls behind the opponent in the corner. And, of course, it doesn't give me the normal one. I have to try and throw one to demonstrate this. There we go. Anything else about the bowling ball? Oh, it doesn't disappear when Tao is hit, so if if you get shit on while you throw it, it keeps going, so fuck your opponent, I guess. Okay, that's it for that. Now, as I already have showed off several times in this video so far, she also has a random chance to instead toss a giant bowling ball, which conveniently came out as I wanted it to, which is perfect. This is... Oh, dear lord, this is disgusting. So, the bigger bowling ball, does more damage, it's projectile level 3, attack level 4 instead of 2, and has less pushback so it can rack up more hits a lot faster and easier. 214D Cat Jump has quicker startup and can cancel into other actions quicker, making it more obnoxious. Any non-D air normal used directly out of this will auto-turn to face the opponent, or at least it'll try to, for easier cross-ups, but it doesn't work for the most part because the timing's stingy and you're already about to land by the time she actually crosses the opponent up. But I tried. 28D Trick Edge. The pounce travels much faster, does 4,000 damage base damage, and passes through on hit. Like so, and you can follow up off of it by being extremely obnoxious. Fatal counters and has 120 Paration 1, which makes it her second best starter because this is a guaranteed fatal counter that has the same Paration 1 value. Although I guess this actually has more base damage while having that same Paration value, so maybe this is better. Maybe this is better. This is her best starter. The air attackable time is also raised by 50%, and it has a short knockdown, giving you plenty of time to follow up, but not enough to charge up a fully charged 6C.
What's the matter?
22D is a new special I've given her, causing her to turn around and taunt the enemy. And then falling over, she fails. If you hit her during this, she will smack you with an unblockable grounded JC. Let me see.
What's the matter?
The armor will catch any type of attack. Any? Even grabs. Okay, that's disgusting. And Tao is invincible during the counter until she recovers, so you can't punish her after you, like, somehow manage to avoid the counter attack. I don't think you can, because I think that, I'm pretty sure this is, the counter attack is unblockable. And of course, she also has plenty of time to convert off of it after she hits you with it. Another new special I've given her that I've just shown there is J236C, in which Tao will spin in the air and do a diving kick similar to her aerial distortion. Deals a single hit, or I think it actually deals... It deals 2 with the afterrange. Deals a single hit that sends the opponent to the ground with it into a short knockdown. And it hits overhead. This is basically for corner routes. After you launch them and you land a bunch of aerial moves to return to the ground very fast to give you time to do a distortion. Rather than most cases trying to do like because trying to do typically go to the ground fast enough after like a J2D to get a distortion afterwards. So you just do shit. Hello? There we go. It's a fast fall option to get down to the ground to use distortions afterwards if your air combo chains. Speaking of distortions, that is what we get to talk about next. Oh boy! Tao and her extremely robust...
What's the matter?
I think this bitch literally in her unlimited form has as many distortion drives as Terrorby does. Or at least almost as much, because it's not really much of a benefit in her case either, because some of them are kind of redundant, whatever. We'll start with the classic Hexa Edge, 236D. Hexa Edge has Inspiration 2 improved to 90 from 82. The hit stun increased by 50%, and the base damage for the invisible slashes has been doubled to 200. The final hit will now also wall bounce back to Tao, allowing for easy... Really? Huh. I feel like you should be able to do something off that. I mean, you probably can with like a B move, but I know you can go into like double distortions. You can do that. I don't know. 214C, her dive grab, has a longer super flash, meaning you have less time to avoid it once she starts. I don't think you can actually react to it once she starts it up now. Yeah, you're just stuck in the position you were basically in when she activates it, so careful not to be in a ground up.
What's the matter?
Can you crouch still? Okay, you still have just enough time to crouch, for the most part. if you're not doing anything else. Longer Super Flash, attack level 5, and does 100 hits, resulting in more than 5,000 damage. It is also now invincible until after Tau lands, and the Paration 2 has been raised from 20 to 60. The last of her normal supers to go over is her Aerial 260. And the only thing I really did to this was improve the damage and minimum damage by a very, very large amount. Making it a very, very, very good combo ender. On to distortions that her Unlimited uses that I have changed. We have the Taokaka clan special, of which it's 214-214B. This is the Kitten Rush super, with the added benefit of the final kitten causing a small knockdown and having 40% minimum damage. Next up is Bomb of the Taokaka clan, 226A, where she summons the Bomb Kitten to stalk the hell out of you until it deals the unblockable explosion that does way too much damage, and is, overall very cheesy as fuck to use. I did buff the Paration, however, so that the bomb does not scale as hard as a combo starter as well, so you actually get more reward off it than you normally. Why can't I summon another one? What? Did I literally just find a bug in the fucking showcase that patch? Oh, you're fucking kidding me! Alright, so I fixed not being able to summon a second bomb cat after the first one explodes, and I also went ahead and gave Hexa Edge the longer knockdown after the wall bounce. You can do a 2C after it and actually get it. Okay, well I fucked it up, but you can do a 2C after it. I can't with this character anymore. Okay, next up, not the last one yet. There's still 2 more after it, but 632146D, Hexa Edge X. She does the dashy thingy. It goes through people, and it kills them, and it hurts really, really bad. And the initial attack has been buffed to be a sniper rifle because she goes full screen for it now, with 90 Paration 1 instead of 80. As a small note, and something that I actually didn't do due to the move and actually exists in Chrono Phantasma, and just had to be carried over here as a result, this move is fully invincible even on whiff. So if Rachel blocks this, shit. Well, even if I had a move to punish her with off that, hold on, I have to go in the corner. Can't punish her for it, for some stupid reason. Why the Blazblue devs decide to make it like that is beyond me, but that is legitimately how it is. I went back and tested it in Chrono Phantasma. It's absurd. Okay, Circus Kaka, 214-214A. Simple. Has a bunch of added invincibility now to be just like Teddy Circus Bear, which the super is based off of, and it also launches higher with 50% minimum damage, which for 3,000, that's 1,500 minimum. So if you get a long enough knockdown off anything, that's a guaranteed 1,500 damage. You can combo into it somehow well enough. That ain't it, Chief. Oh, I wonder if it, hold on. No way, right? Oh, thank God, okay. I was gonna freak the fuck out.
What's the matter?
The last super to talk about is Super Kitty Litter Special! Indeed, the super item toss that I initially thought was useless and outright just didn't put on her initially. But I saw some neat utility / fun factor for it in the... So I went ahead and... let me just say, re-adding this move and designing it to be like the thing I want it to be was a real pain in the fucking ass, so I hope you all appreciate it. But, in any case, a move initially thought to be useless returning from her unlimited form in Continuum Shift because I guess the devs also thought this move was useless because she lost it in Chrono Phantasma. But Tau will do a series of rapid projectile throws that she chucks with everything she chucks is now randomized. She can just throw a variety of random shit at you. Kind of like Faust or Teddy's rapid item toss. Aside from the final kitten at the end, that is guaranteed. She can throw anything from her item pool besides nukes and bowling balls, and the items thrown by this attack have 10% minimum damage and 50% higher base damage, making them hurt a lot harder. Simple as that. And considering the amount of invincibility this stupid fucking move has on it also, you can really just abuse the hell out of that by chucking just walls and walls of shit at them. Next up is her Exceed Excel, which is permanently active flow with fast startup and boosted minimum damage of 40% instead of 10%. The base damage was still somehow garbage after all this, so on top of that, the damage output of the final hit is up by 500. And, as an additional bonus, although not really a relevant one I imagine, because I imagine you're going to be dumping all your meter before you use this. Oh, actually, it is relevant, I guess. Landing her Exceed Excel will actually fill Tao's heat gauge to 100. Oh wow, the damage is still fucking complete ass. God damn. Well, you get a full heat gauge off of it at least, and it has high minimum damage, so it does have some purpose. As usual, the last thing we have to go over before her Overdrive changes is her Astral. The Astral has a better command now, because of course it does. Tao's Astral command is possibly one of the shittiest, and also her Astral in general is pretty garbage in general. But don't worry, I have fixed both those problems. For now, it has a simplified command of 214-214D, and has Tao automatically dive downward in the direction of the opponent, allowing her to potentially even snipe people from full screen, I think, now, right? Yeah, there we go. Also, Taokaka will always deal the final hit instead of Jubei, as a small, minor change there. Oh, shit, what the hell happened? Oh, okay, is this the... Oh, the music just randomly decided to restart, I guess. The recovery on whiff has also been reduced, so fucking up your Astral, or getting it blocked, is less punishing. Okay, well, she still gets counter-hit pretty easily, but you're not gonna get hit by, like, a full charge, any type of, like, punish move, at least, after you're getting blocked, so... Why the fuck did that go through her? That's odd. Okay, we're just gonna disregard that. Okay, we're almost done. All I have to do is talk about her fucking Overdrive changes, and we can be done with this already. Thank God. Okay.
What's the matter?
Overdrive! Which, man. Tao's Overdrive is... This character, I feel like, is... kind of gonna be slept on, but I think she's like a sleeper high mid-tier super boss as far as her ability to kill shit. Her damage output is actually pretty absurd, but it gets even more absurd once we crank the pink meter there. First off, the after image from Ultimate Becoming 2 now deals full damage from all of her attacks instead of just half damage. You can see how that will probably stack up very, very fast. That was almost 20,000 damage with a fucking random combo I pulled out of my ass. Her suplex throws in Overdrive have much more untakeable time and 60 duration 2 instead of 10, allowing you to actually combo off them for better reward. And the launch height is also reduced to make it easier to time the follow-ups. Shit, wrong throw. There we go. Shit. Yeah, well, it's possible to time into charge C-normals, obviously, and get very nasty damage off of that. Speaking of C-normals, they now obviously take much less time to fully charge! Much less time to fully charge! And this actually includes 226C as well. You do. Oh my god, you can. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, what about... Hold on, this is important. Interesting. Oh no, I can keep doing taunts? Oh, that's disgusting. Wait. Oh, I fucked it up. I fucked it up, but, okay, I think if you do a different super instead of Hexa Edge, that is an easy 30,000 damage right there. That is so nasty! Wait, can you, that's a... No way. That can't be her optimal corner route, can it? Like, just full charge 6C into taunt, whatever. That's disgusting, but we'll disregard it now. Okay, where was I? Oh, right. Her dancing edge attacks, besides Trick Edge, have all gotten better paration and increased attack level. The follow-up flips are cancelable even sooner than normal. Like so. You basically just go instantly into... Trick Edge launches the enemy higher straight up into the air on hit. Or something like that. Both Cat Spirit 2s always have their damage/hit effects of their final strikes, including the bonus durations. You only need to land one hit to get the bonus duration and stuff like that. But excluding the minimum damage they normally have. Wait, do they have minimum damage? Did I take that off? That might be an old change that I actually took off. Hold on, let me check. Despite that, though, they won't actually send downward or away, as in they're knocked down to their wall stick, until the actual last hit to ensure the enemy doesn't get knocked away too soon. You can actually still rack up all the hits of the attack before... Yeah, you get the idea. Shit, that almost hit. 2-6C always has less pushback of the full charge version, allowing you to do this. Kitty Litter Special now has a higher chance of throwing stronger items while in Overdrive. The more common ones have their chances lowered. The item tosses are also done quicker than normal. And the C item toss will, of course, always throw the giant bowling ball. Cat jump can cross up in the corner. Oh, that's nasty. I mean, they can just mash out that pretty easily, I guess, but I mean... now hold on. They can, like, fake a cross up, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, there was a ton of stuff I wanted to do with this character, but she just didn't want to cooperate at all. Or if I didn't mention that, I'm mentioning it now. There's a lot of ideas that got thrown under the rug for her, either because I just had too many ideas, or the ones I wanted to do just couldn't get implemented realistically at the moment. That the working cross-up with this fucking move is one of those things. But in any case, her new dive kick special will deal extra hits on landing that pop up like the final hit of her air super. And making it much easier to follow up on. And that is it for specials, so now we just go into the Overdrive Distortion. Overdrive Distortions! Starting once again with Hexa Edge. Hexa Edge has Paration 1 raised to 90, and does the full sequence even on block or whiff, so even if they block it, she'll still go into the invisible hits, and it'll do chip damage the same percentage as 2-6A. Which is a lot. The rapid hit base damage has been boosted once again to 350 while in Overdrive, and the final hit does more damage and has more untechable time. Which, I thought that would have let you do... There we go! You can do full charge bullshit off of it. Anything else? Nope. Alright. 214-214C! Deals the initial hits faster and has higher minimum damage after the initial punishment. Tao will jump into the air and suplex them into the ground for massive damage. That can be comboed after. It also has 0 whiff recovery and 100 paration too, making it a very good, it doesn't scale combos hardly at all, if at all whatsoever. Basically not at all. Yeah, if you whiff it on crouch, though, you can literally just go into 5A afterwards because you have no recovery. Completely safe to do whatever. So you can always use it as a free approach option, more or less. Now, I originally wanted this move to do after the beatdown. She does a forward throw, into a back throw, into the final suplex. But the game just didn't feel like cooperating with me on that, so I said fuck it, because I couldn't be bothered to work on this character anymore than I already have at this point. But you still get a cool crisp 10k damage off this command grab that has... It's basically unpunishable. Shit, I whipped it. Whatever.
What's the matter?
The bomb of the Taokaka clan now summons the Taokaka clan bomb brigade because you will be summoning 3 bomb kittens at once! In spaced intervals, one after another, that will run in and do the same thing. The bomb blasts have even better paration than they did before, and 50% minimum damage. And are spaced out enough to where if they dodge one bomb, the other 2 will hopefully catch them afterwards, is the idea behind that. Kitten Stampede summons a Kitten Stampede that is twice as large as the regular one. The last kitten also holds a bomb and explodes on impact, launching the opponent up with 100 paration 2, 50% minimum damage, and 110 bonus paration. That's not really much reward. Blame the Kitten Stampede for being a bad super, honestly. Because I'm trying to make this many distortions all relevant with their own purposes to where one isn't completely useless is very, very hard. But I don't know. Hopefully that one's still decent, I guess. I really don't know. Circus Kaka deals more damage and hits 3 times like Boss Teddy Circus Bear. It has lower minimum damage of being 40% instead of 50% to balance out the triple hits, but it also moves across the screen quicker, so it's hard to dodge. So there's that as well. Let's see. Oh boy, Item Toss becomes Faust's super item toss because she will now do 10 item tosses very, very fast, with even better item chances applying from her normal projectile toss applied to the super throws here. Meaning you're probably going to get a whole bunch of jank from those very fast 10 item throws as well. And these item tosses can now also include nukes and bowling balls of either type, whether it be small or large, and the final throw will always be a nuke with 20% minimum damage. The new items, including the final nuke, still gain the 50% damage bonus when thrown by the attack as well, so... Oh my fucking god. It's chaos. It's utter chaos, and I love it. This is what I actually wanted the attack to end up as eventually. Oh, holy fuck, 6k! This is just very fun to waste resources on. Especially get the nuke combo. And the last 2, which one do I do first? Let's do her Air Super first. The only thing I did to this was make it do even more obnoxious damage, because it's already pretty stylish. I couldn't think of anything, like, cool to make it do as far as, like, aesthetically, so I just increased the damage even more. And it also carries much farther to the corner, along being, air unblockable. Does way more damage, though. And basically carries you pretty far into the corner on top of that. And her last distortion, Overdrive Hexa Edge X, gains 25% extra damage and deals many more hits after the initial... I might as well show you guys, actually. This took a while to make, but I think it was actually kind of worth the effort. It's called Hexa Edge X! Might as well make it Wolverine's Weapon X from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Deals many more slashes after the initial pass-through ones, before going into basically Hexa Edge afterwards, into a final slam and an aerial strike. It's a very bootleg version of Weapon X, essentially. And it's probably her best combo ender. I don't know which one's probably best. I think this actually has more minimum damage. So you'll probably end with this instead, but I don't know. Personal preference, possibly. As to whether you want to side, or I guess they both side switch, so it doesn't really matter.
What's the matter?
And that is all of her moves, pretty much. There's only one thing I have to show you guys before we can call this showcase over and done with, and that is... Indeed, I have given Tao an instant kill. As per usual, the command will be a secret, but I will show off the instant kill here. One moment.
What's the matter?
Raging Demon! Tao's instant kill will have her become extremely angry before jumping off screen
What's the matter?
and allowing you to do 3 possible follow-ups. The follow-ups in question are an A follow-up, a B follow-up, and a C follow-up. The A follow-up will have Tao appear at a distance there before dashing at you and grabbing you like an actual raging demon. The C follow-up, which I showed you already there the first time, will actually have her yell out, prepare yourself, or whatever, an auditory cue. And with the Q, after the Q, you only have a couple of seconds to duck down before she'll actually dive down from the air to try and grab you. And the B follow-up is basically the same as the A follow-up, except she teleports behind you. So, it's up to you to decide which is the best to catch your opponent with. And then, of course, after she grabs you, you die. Alright, in any case, that is it for Super Amazing Tao. Thank every deity that I am now done with this character, because working on her has been nothing but suffering, and I can't wait to move on to projects that I actually will like working on. But to anyone, let's be real, I doubt anyone actually wanted this character, but to anyone that did want this character, I hope you're happy and satisfied with how she turned out. I was really afraid that she was going to turn out to not really be my best work, but I think, all things considered, she turned out pretty good for someone that doesn't main Tao to be working on her. And, yeah, I hope everyone has fun and enjoys her. And that, with that said, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to catch you in all future uploads. I'm gonna go do other stuff for the rest of the day, probably. And I'll see you later.